Happy Halloween, y'all. Today we're going to be going live. We're mostly going to be talking about AI, how to build AI products, and how to make money with AI. And stay tuned. There will be a lot of good discount codes that will be here, and I'm excited to share that with y'all as we kind of like step through this journey together. Because AI is, I don't know if you know, AI is like definitely one of those things. It's a little spooky. It's a little bit out there, a little bit out of the norm, And so, like, I definitely want you guys to know that, like, that's how it is. Make sure if you have any questions that you have in the chat, go ahead and drop them in the chat. You can totally do that, and that's totally fine and acceptable. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome everyone to the chat. Everything. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're just doing a spooky AI stream today. We're gonna give people a couple minutes to kind of like mosey on in here so we can get started. But like, welcome, happy Halloween, everyone. I really appreciate each and every one of you here. We'll probably be on for about an hour or so. Oh yeah, hey Kanika, how's it going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And happy Halloween, Tech Lab. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you for sure. It's a good Halloween. I'm a little bit golden today. Feeling a little bit grand, a little bit glorious, right? So yeah, it's gonna be great. Like we're gonna be talking quite a bit about building AI products today as well. So it's gonna be a mix of like spooky stuff. Like I'm just curious in the chat, like what are you guys dressing up for Halloween? So like I was going with this fit. I wore this fit yesterday. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I was screaming my face off last night, dancing my ass off, and but like I realized this fit is missing one thing. So next year I'll probably wear this fit again, right? Um, uh, One of the things that I want to add to this fit though is a shovel, because then if I have a shovel, I can be a gold digger, right? So that is the idea, right? Is then people will be like, okay, I'm gonna go as Chat GPT. That's so good. Congratulations, Tech Lab. I'm almost finished the Spark module in the community bootcamp. The website not tracking my watch time for about a week set me back a little bit. Yeah, we need to get the watch time figured out. The watch time tracking is like a JavaScript monstrosity that like is definitely something that like I know there's been bugs introduced, but if you're watching, we should be able to like recreate your time because we have all your watch records. It's just that like making it performant is something that's kind of interesting, right? Fear and Loathing in Zach Vegas. You need some glasses and fake cigar. I love that. I love that. So, hey everyone. So everyone who's on this stream, we're doing some special little discounts here, right? So, just give me 1 second. We're just gonna put that on the stream here real quick. So, you can if you use the code so you go to dataexpert.io/halloween 40. First five people Halloween 40 get you 40% off any Data Expert products, whatever you want, right? But that's just for the first five people, because there's not that, like, that's what you guys get for showing up to because like we only have like 10 people in the stream right now anyways, because it's like Friday, Halloween, right? And everyone's like, Zach, why the hell are you going live at 5:30 on a Friday? Like, we give no shits. We give absolutely no shits. But this is a very good discount. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend taking advantage of that. Like, it's going to be and it's valid for any of the products if you want to join the January bootcamp or whatever. But anyways, I want to share my screen because like I don't think we're going to get that many more people in here. So okay, here, I want to have my little face here. We'll get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So one of the things I want to go over here with you guys is I have a product here called Am I a Fit? Right. So this product is pretty sick and it's a cool AI product. And we're just gonna like go over the architecture of how this actually works, right? So you'll see we have like a LinkedIn URL, and then I want to say like I want to be an AI engineer, right? And then what this is gonna do is you'll see it says starting the analysis. And so now it found my LinkedIn profile, and then it's gonna analyze my fit with programs. So this takes about 2 minutes to run though. So like what is actually happening behind the scenes? So behind the scenes, like this is doing a lot. So let's actually go over that architecture because I'm sure that's probably something that is interesting to you guys. So if you guys worked with TypeScript is a pretty cool technology. So a data expert this is the code base for data expert. It's a gigantic freaking monstrosity. It's called Tech Creator Zilla. That's the name of the website or the code repo. And then anyways, so if you go to like Pages, API, V1, am I a fit, analyze. So this is an endpoint that ultimately gets hit, right? So if we go from the top here, right? So this is just an API endpoint, standard REST, right? Request response, post request. So if it's not a post request, we have to return back because this only handles post requests. Then it makes sure you're like logged in and that you put in the right freaking information, right? Before we like actually go in. And then we try to find all the programs that would be valid. And we only want active programs. Then what we do is we submit profile analysis job. So this talks with PubNub. PubNub is just a queue. You can think of PubNub as a queue. You can receive messages and listen. So you can publish messages and subscribe to messages. So we have a channel here called Web Events, and then this is publishing a job onto the Web Events channel, and the job here is going to be a profile analysis job. And then it has all of the parameters like the LinkedIn URL, the profile IDs, and then your goals that you stated, and all that stuff. So this is like the first step, right? Because it's like it's an asynchronous process, right? Because remember, one of the things that sucks about AI is that like we have to do this in an asynchronous process because of the fact that HTTP has a 30-second time limit. So like if this endpoint doesn't respond in 30 seconds, it times out. And then your HTTP server will essentially will just throw an error. It will throw a timeout error because you only get a 30-second limit when you're working with HTTP. So you have to work with queues. You have to work with asynchronous queues when you're working with AI. Otherwise, you're high and you're not doing what you need to be doing. So then this ultimately creates a job. But then this is just publishing the job. But the job actually has to be processed somewhere. So the job's actually processed in this thing. I have this thing called the Combined Jobs Listener. So this is a gigantic monstrosity that like at the bottom here, though, you'll see we have PubNub. It's subscribing to channel here. And you'll notice this channel is that same channel. It's the Web Events channel. So we are subscribing to the Web Events channel. And then we have a listener. So here's our listener. This is this code will run every time a new event on the Web Events channel is published. And then we look for a job type. And then I have a bunch of real-time jobs that are part of Data Expert. So I have a grading job, a video processing job, a profile analysis job, and a content generation job. For the sake of this example, we are working with a profile analysis job, right? This is where we actually like analyze the profile. So now this is where we have our LinkedIn URL, program IDs, blah, 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 right? Then what we do is we actually go and ping LinkedIn, get our data, right? That's pretty cool. And then, where did it go? Sorry, we lost it. Then this is called in one spot. Okay, so then we have our profile, and then we actually publish that back to the user. So the user is subscribed, and then we have a step here where we tell the user like, hey, we got your profile. Then we go down, we analyze the profile fit. So this is where like this is the freaking monstrosity, right? So here is where we turn the JSON profile back into Markdown, because LLM performs much better with Markdown than it does with JSON. So, or JSON, whatever you want to call it. So this is going to be that. Then we also need to do that with our programs, because programs is also a JSON array. And then we have like all of these freaking things like the program, the description, whether it's free, the delivery style, like how much the annual and monthly subscription is, how much enrollment is, right? And then all the features, everything. And so this just turns it into like a nice like bulleted list for every program. And then we have our freaking final result here, which is like, you are an expert career counselor and program advisor. Analyze the following LinkedIn profile and determine which profiles would be the best fit. And then we have like all of our shit. And we have like, okay, cool, this is great. And then respond in the following JSON format, and only include programs with a match score of 60% or higher. Be honest about both strengths and potential challenges. This helps candidates make informed decisions, focus on concrete connections between their blah, blah, blah. So this is just like the giant prompt, right? And then finally, we get to where we actually like call ChatGPT. So I use GPT-5 because it's freaking really accurate, but you could use Sonnet 4.5 or whatever model you Grok. They're all going to do about the same, especially for this level of job. And then this, this is going to ultimately return into a JSON format. And then we parse that JSON format here. And then we ultimately are able to store that JSON format. So now you'll see like the job has finished. Remember the job that I submitted that I said was going to take 2 minutes. So now it's saying that the best fit for me is the AI engineering bootcamp that starts March 16th, right? And then it says like he wants to be an AI engineer. This is the most targeted path to building production grade LLM RAG agent systems and shipping real apps. So, and then you'll see like prerequisites not explicitly listed. He exceeds typical needs, Python, SQL, cloud data infra, right? Then it's like, or maybe check out the all access subscription, right? Breadth can dilute focus. Some modules may be too basic for his level. He'll need to curate advanced tracks, right? And then the content pass is an idea as well. So like this ultimately generates like a pretty good like learning path, a learning structure that you can use to actually like build AI products, right? So like what I'm trying to say though is like I want to ask the stream this. Actually, I want to ask the stream just to be curious. How long do you think it took me to build that? How long do you think it took me to build that? I'd love to hear an estimate. I want to hear what you guys think. Like how long it took to build that product. Because like it'll be interesting to see. Oh, Sneha from Salt Lake City. I love Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is a great city. But I'm just curious. Like I want to get some estimates from y'all because like I know y'all are in here. Like we could see what's going on. 1 day, 3 hours. 1 day, correct. It was 1 day. Wow, first guy got it right. You probably saw my article about how I did it in 1 day. But 1 year, 1 year is too long, right? 1 day. It was Claude Code got this all delivered in 1 day. It was all delivered in 1 day. But the thing that's interesting is that there was some very interesting challenges. So I want to go over some of the challenges with this product, right? So one of the interesting challenges is like on the front end, like when we are when we get the job, one of the things that we ultimately end up getting is we get the program IDs. So you see this program IDs, like this handle analysis job, and we have this profile analysis message. So originally I just published all of the program data and the LinkedIn URL or the LinkedIn profile information and the program IDs here. But what ends up happening is my queue can only hold 32 megabytes. So like you can't hold all of this information. You have to push it to the database and then query it again in your asynchronous process. That's the only way to do it. It's the only freaking way to do it, right? So that's like something that's pretty interesting, right? But like one of the things that like you guys might be noticing here, right? Yeah, vibe coding. Yeah, 100% vibe coded. That's exactly right. That's exactly how it works, right? Because vibe coding at the end of the day is the future. It is 1000% the future. Like if you're not freaking vibe coding, like what the hell are you doing, right? You should be vibe coding every day. You should be building products every day. And that's like at the end of the day, like the way things should work, right? So if you want to learn how to build products like this, like you should join my March bootcamp. And you can get 40% off here with code Halloween40. This is only valid till the end of the stream. And yeah, but you can get 40% off right here. That's going to be like probably your best bet of getting in. Or my subscription product. My subscription product's also really solid, just as a thing to be thinking about as like you're kind of building up your skills and building up your abilities, right? Because I believe in you guys. I honestly do believe in you guys. So like it'd be good. I want to know why X didn't select you for the for one of the job openings. Oh, are you talking Doge? Are you talking Doge, Prati, or are you talking? I never apply. I never freaking like. I've never wanted to work at X. Like, like X is. I've never applied to X in my whole life. I don't want to work for Elon Musk. Like, I found Doge to be interesting because I was like, that was like my one freaking thing that I was like more interested in learning about, right? Because it's like at the end of the day, like, the government can't just keep racking up debt. It can't keep racking up debt. And that's like, I believed in that. And like, I did do an interview. I did like the recruiter screen. And I think the problem is that they were looking for I was a little bit too public. Like I talked a little bit about being a social media person in the interview. And I think that that's ultimately what it was like, they want someone who like is more like heads down, and is, in that vibe. Right. But yeah, like, I'm just curious also if you guys want to drop in the chat, like, what are you being for Halloween? Make sure I want to know. Like, so this is my outfit. I'm gonna for the party. My friend is actually bringing me a shovel, so I can have this outfit, and then I can be a gold digger. Right? It's gonna be great. I'm really excited. Like, it's probably my most thoughtful, beautiful outfit I've ever done in my whole life. And so, like, it's definitely peak Halloween. I can tell that this is the best Halloween of my life. But like at the end of the day, y'all, like one of the things to be thinking about, like as like you're going through like working with Claude and working with these tools, right? Is like I think you'd be so surprised at how far you can get with Claude, dude. Claude is like crazy. It's so crazy how good it is. Like, and just like pay the $20, play around with it. Like, don't use Lovable. Don't use Replit. Like Replit and Lovable are for people who don't know how to code. Replit and Lovable are for non-technical people. Like you want to be using other things, right? Those things are going to be way better, right? And so like but like I'm hoping that like y'all can understand like we are in a freaking thing here, right? Yeah. You look more like a gay conquistador. That's I mean, honestly, fair. Fair. You know, I was kind of going for that. So I get it, right? Lofty, I just got my AZ 900 certificates. Congratulations. Those certificates can be a freaking pain in the ass to get, right? So, I mean, one of the things we think about. Curious, at what point should we start focusing more on AI after becoming more comfortable with data engineering? Or should I be learning a mix now, even though I'm still an amateur DE? You should be, yeah, you definitely need to be focusing on AI right now. Like, I mean, like both, right? Like, if you're like, it's kind of like back in the day when like people were working with Google and they were working through different products and they were working through different things. Like you can like when you're working with Google, right? Like you can't like you know you can't be a good data engineer without Google, right? And so it's like, and you can't be a good data engineer without AI nowadays. Like it's just a productivity tool that you have to learn. It's like it's non-negotiable. You have to learn it. It's not, you have to do it. So like make sure that you know that, like, and make sure you know like, but like I think that there's a line in the sand there of like using AI for productivity, like using Claude Code or using Chat GPT and like being a good prompt engineer. That is what everyone has to learn, right? But like learning how to build AI applications, I think that that's something that you should learn later. That's something you should definitely focus on fundamentals, your DE fundamentals first, and then learn AI applications later, right? That's going to be the way to do it, right? Like basically, we got to implement AI in our DE projects. Yep, I mean that's one way to think about it. Like I mean, yeah, data engineering is changing. Everything's changing so quickly, you know. And like I mean, it's great though. Like I and one of the things to remember, guys, like I want to celebrate Halloween with you guys. Like so, I'm offering a really steep discount right now, so you can do Halloween 40. DataExpert.io/Halloween40 and get 40% off any of my products at DataExpert. Highly recommend it. This is only valid till the end of this stream, which is going to be like for another about 40 minutes or so. And then I will be taking this away, but definitely check it out. I think that you will really enjoy the content that you can find on the platform. And so, yeah, it's going to be great. Like, what's the hottest AI agent trend right now? I mean, I think this is a bad question. I think that like, I don't know, like at the end of the day, like what's hot doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, because like, remember, like what's cutting edge is not used by 99.9% of companies, right? So like that's just like the reality of the matter. Like, okay, like because what I could say here is quantum computing, but like or like something like that, like Lubo, I could say quantum computing with AI, right? And then like if that's a hot trend, right? Okay, like does that change what you need to learn? No, it doesn't change what you need to learn at all, right? Because guess what? You know the number of companies that actually fucking need that is like this many, or like maybe this many, or this many, right? It's like such a small percent of companies that, but it's a hot trend because it's the cutting edge, right? It's the edge of research. It's the edge of where we're at, right? And like remember, like you don't want to like adopt too early because you can mess up, right? So it's like if you are always trying to catch the hottest thing, right? You might be right some percentage of the time, but you're also going to be wrong a lot of the time, and then you're going to waste your effort and energy on things that like might not pan out. I know like I spent like over a year learning fucking CoffeeScript because I thought it was the next hottest full stack development thing, and I was fucking wrong, right? And I wasted freaking like a year of my life like trying to learn and get really good at that language. And so What do you think of learning design patterns, singletons, factories, strategies? Some of that's like old school Java stuff that like is not as important nowadays, but there is still design patterns that I think are important, like especially in data engineering, like cumulative table design, super important, like dimensional snapshotting, super important, like some of like these higher level architecture designs, super important, like idempotent pipeline designs are good, right? For how long is your free bootcamp videos available? A couple more weeks. You got like till like November 20th or so. You got 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It's been available for like a long fucking time. I released them in like June. And so like just fucking get it done. Please just get it done. Like I hate when people procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and then beg and beg and beg and beg and beg and beg and beg to keep it. And it's like, bro, you deserve to fucking not have that knowledge anymore. Like it's like, but you have freaking 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks. All right. 3 weeks to finish. All right. I have some notions in Python. I recently learned some SQL. Then what's next to start data engineering? Is it Airflow or Spark, or should I do a personal project or like a portfolio? I'd say Airflow. Learn Airflow with basic Python, and then like kind of step through that. Right, that'd be the way to kind of like step through and like really build into like what is next for you is going to be that. I would say that's definitely the way to be going about it. Do they ask system design questions in DE interviews? Like, this is not like, remember, like when people ask this question, you guys got to remember, like there are like 100,000 companies that hire data engineers. So like this question is both yes and no, right? There's going to be some that do and some that don't, right? So like I can't say definitely or not, right? Like so it's like it depends. It depends, right? It depends on where you're interviewing, right? And think about it this way, if you want to like have a broader perspective, right? So like there are two types of data engineers, right? There's one that is closer to an analyst, right? It's closer to like an analytics engineer. They work more with product and they work more with data analysts and data scientists to solve product questions. And then there's data engineers that are more infrastructure focused and they work more like as software engineers. And those are the two types of data engineers in the world. And the analytics data engineers, the ones that are analytics focused, generally speaking, do not get system design questions. They get product analytics questions, and product sense and product analytic questions and experimentation questions. Whereas the infrastructure guys do get the system design questions. So like that's where like remember, data engineering has been around for 10 years. It's been 10 years. All right. So like, it's like compared to like a doctor or a lawyer or like all this shit, right? Like the actual definition and the title is stupid. It's a stupid thing, right? So like the interview is going to depend. It's going to depend. And that's where it's like, it's on you to do research to understand like if this is a good fit or not a good fit for your company. Because if it's not a good fit, then don't do it. Right. And if it is a good fit, then do it. Right. So that would be the way to do it. Christmas would be the best takedown, in my opinion. No, it's not. The best takedown is right before Black Friday. You're an idiot. Like, it's right before Black Friday. Nope, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. Sorry, Tech Lab. You're so fucking wrong. In my opinion, no one cares about the title until you get the work done. Correct. Off topic, quit vaping, smoking after 15 years, almost 13 months now. ADHD is off the charts. Back to Nick or maybe meds. I would try meds first, bro. Like, freaking, I don't know, man. Like, nicotine is like not that great for you, right? So I would say that like you want to like have both things there, right? And like I think meds are a good start. Make sure to start with low dose meds. Low dose meds are going to be way better, right? That's going to be the way to do things. Yeah. Twitch is faster than LinkedIn. Yeah. If you guys can go to, I would love if you guys could follow me on Twitch. I'm really, really trying my best to grow there. I'm going to be streaming a lot more video games and a lot more other things there. If you go to twitch.tv/exactly, I would love for more followers there. I really, really, really need more growth there because I'm going to be showing up on Twitch a lot. My goal is to do like 3 or 4 streams a week, right? That's good. I just want some time to finish. Dang. Yeah, you have 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks. All right. Buckle up, Buttercup. Right. Right. Too little, too late. 3 weeks. You can get enough done in 3 weeks. I promise. Right. Like 100%. And like, I'm excited for everyone here. Like, so like everyone who's joining, like if you are interested for till the end of the stream here, we are offering 40% off data expert subscription products and boot camps. So like this is going to be probably one of the best discounts that you can ever freaking get. So like, remember, like, because I only do these things on holidays and stuff like that. So definitely think about taking advantage of this, because like you can really learn and grow, and we can celebrate Halloween together as like we kind of build each other up and we grow and figure things out together. Like, and like, I mean, at the end of the day, like someone's asking, can an agent do data engineering? Like that's a weird question. Like okay, here, let me show you what I mean by like why this is a weird fucking question, because it's like the answer is yes, but also no, right? So let me show you what I mean. So like let's go to Claude here. I'm just gonna go to like, I'm gonna make a new freaking project in Claude here. Let me try to make this like a lot bigger. Can you guys see that? I freaking can't tell. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. So we're just gonna make dir here, and I'm gonna say data pipeline. All right. So then we're gonna go to CD data pipeline. Right. We're just gonna, so we are now in a new project. We're gonna say git init. So now we have a new git project. I'm gonna say Claude. All right, so now I'm in Claude. Yes. Okay, so now we're in Claude. I'm gonna say, give me a data pipeline. Give me an Airflow data pipeline that ingests stock market data from the Polygon API, Polygon.io API, and then stores it in Iceberg using Glue Catalog. Okay. So like I hope that you guys realize that like this is you're gonna understand how absolutely fucked data engineers are by like doing this. Like you'll notice, like give Claude, we're gonna give Claude just a minute to I'm gonna stop screen sharing here for a second, and we're gonna give Claude just a minute to like run, and we will have it build all the projects as it goes on, and we'll show you that like essentially we will have all of it done, right? It will be done, and if you give it, I don't know, another 20 seconds, and then we'll have a full-fledged running pipeline that Claude Code can just build for us. So like in this perspective, it's like, can Claude Code do, or can an agent do data engineering? Yes, 1000%. But can it like understand what is the right things about data engineering? Not really, right? Because it doesn't have the ability to understand like what is the right, what an agent needs to be doing, what an agent doesn't need to be doing, and like what is a good data pipeline look like, right? Because it's still gonna fuck up, right? And like the thing is like you have to babysit if it's gonna fuck up, right? So like, and that's a big thing to remember. I'm really trying to grow on Twitch, guys, as well. So if you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/exactly. I do Twitch only streams when I play video games. So I would love it if you guys can migrate over to Twitch and give me a follow if you are Twitch consumers. Really love it, right? Take a day off, Zach. No. What if you use best practices file or boilerplate in conjunction with the agent for more repeatable results? That's exactly what I do. It's literally exactly what I do. And so like I do like a lot of full stack development with Claude Code because I follow best practices, and I like teach Claude Code how to like know what my best practices are with markdown files and rules files, so it can like have all the context it needs to know to like what are my best practices, because you can give Claude a system prompt so it knows like how you want it to code, so it doesn't do stupid shit. So that's the thing to think about it. I hate Twitch because of the long ass ads. Yeah, but I will. Yeah, because like that's how you guys support me. Because like yeah. I am experienced badge DE. I know nothing about AI. Where do I start to learn about AI? My boot camp, bro. My boot camp. Join the boot camp. Join the boot camp, and or the subscription product. Great way to go. Right. Yeah. Claude can build pipeline, sure, but can you really trust it to scale with real world complexity? I'd rather spend 10 million on human judgment than save 9 million and risk it all in AI. Yeah. Are you still doing a DE bootcamp in January? Yes. 100% still doing a DE bootcamp in January. You can buy it right now. 100%. All of that is available, and like you can freaking capitalize on this, holiday freaking option that is really, really good. Right. And that's what you guys get. That's what you guys deserve for freaking joining this, this random Friday, right? Who the hell is like, I'm going to like learn about data engineering at 6 p.m. on a Friday. What about Cursor? Cursor is fucking dog water, dude. So like at the end of the day, why is Cursor dog water, right? Versus Claude Code? Well, like Cursor they don't do their own foundational model development, right? They don't do any foundational model development, right? They only work with other models, right? So why does that make them dog water? Because like Claude is a product of Anthropic, right? And it goes all the way down, right? So that's the way to do it. This is the last free boot camp. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, the free boot camp made me like freaking, I don't know, like indefinitely. Like, bro, like I'm getting out of education. I hope you guys realize, like, I'm like almost done with this YouTube shit. I'm almost done with like doing what I do, right? Like, you guys gotta understand. I've made in the last 2 years, I've made $4 million. All right, $4 million. All right, so like, I don't need to work anymore, right? I can just be done, right? Okay, but before joining your course, what should I relearn to have a decent foundation? You just need Python and SQL, right? If it sounds like you're a batch engineer who's like a good fit, Ezekiel, like I think you'd be a good fit for here. Let me show you like some good options. So you can go here, Ezekiel. Oh wait, not that one. My bad. We want to like so I'll put this in the chat as well. You can go here and you can try dataexpert.io/ am I a fit? And then you give it your LinkedIn profile and your career goals, and it will tell you exactly if you're a fit or not. And that would be the way to do it, right? Yeah, Tech Lab, grateful. Yeah, 100%. And like, I'm still here helping you guys win, helping you guys figure things out. But like, understand that like, freaking, like, I'm here because I love you guys. I'm here because like, I want to have an impact. But at the same time, like, freaking, like, I don't know if you know, but like showing up on social media all the time and like freaking grinding your face off is like, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's one of those things where it's like I love it because I know I'm like impacting a lot of lives, but I also freaking like I want to have like breaks and stuff, right? But like, anyways, I wanna show Ezekiel the freaking what I think would be a good fit for him. So this product is probably going to be the best fit for you, Ezekiel, is going to be this all access subscription product. So this product, it's like $300 a month, or you can get it for $1,500 a year. But if you use this coupon right now, it's not $300 a month. It's going to be like 120 or $140 a month. And then like what you can do is you can work through this AI engineering boot camp. You can work through the this boot camp, right? And like this is like we cover freaking what? This is like hours and hours of AI material, right? Like this is what we have, like 3, that's 6, 9, that's freaking 15, or no, this is like 18 or 19 freaking like hours of content that you can work through. And so I would recommend checking this out. Like, and there's also great talks. Like in this one, we literally talk with Chip. This is a talk with Chip Quinn, like literally like one of the most famous people in AI that you can ever go with. So like you can literally get this subscription product right now really cheap, right? So you see it's saying it's $300 a month, right? But if you put in the code, right, if we say like code equals Halloween 40, right, then is that not, why is that, that should work. Halloween 40, that's right. That's right, right? Okay, one second. Let's go back to the Halloween 40. Okay, did I misspell it? I must have misspelled it. Right? One second. Let me see what I actually spelled it as. Like, I probably like. Oh, is it? Oh, it's just Halloween. Sorry. Okay, I guess the code is just Halloween. My bad. It's not Halloween 40. It's just Halloween. Okay. Yeah, so if you go to Halloween and then you can claim your discount, right? So now here you can, okay, sorry, yeah, the code is just Halloween, not Halloween 40. And so you can see you can get it for $180 a month instead, or you can get it for $900 a year, which is only $75 a month. And like, then you get 250 hours. And remember, like you get access to all of these cloud platforms for free, right? So Databricks, Astronomer, Discord, GitHub, AWS, OpenAI, Snowflake. We're going to be adding Azure pretty soon. We're going to be adding Azure in the next like couple months. And then we'll probably add Azure and GCP pretty soon, because like we also have GCP coming online pretty soon, because we have this we have like this query editor, right, where you can actually run queries, and we have BigQuery almost wired up. BigQuery will be added very soon, and so yeah, it should be pretty exciting. I guess the code is actually Halloween. My bad, yeah, so that's gonna be the way to do it. Which game will you be playing on your next stream? I alternate between rhythm games and Do these include any assignments, labs, or just videos? Yeah, it's almost all assignments and labs. So it's like of the 16 hours like of the AI engineering bootcamp, like 8 hours is like hands-on labs and assignments. And so there's 8 hours of hands-on labs, but then there's also assignments that get graded, and you get instant feedback with AI. And so yeah, it's great. It's a really really good it's a really really good thing. So like so the actual I've been so it's actually just the coupon here is just Halloween. That's what it is. So dataexpert.io/Halloween is gonna be the code that you're looking for to get 40% off. So yeah, it should be pretty solid. I'm really excited to see like where we can go with this stuff, but definitely I'm excited to see like how things can go, right? Yeah, Ezekiel. So like I think that would be the best bet. So like you can get in and like, try things out, low risk, right? I mean, it's not that much money. So and you can like try it out and talk to our TAs, get the support that you need. It sounds like you are already experienced. So cost matter, Lovable is best. Lovable is dog water, right? Claude Code is so much better than Lovable. Again, Lovable has the same problem. Lovable and Cursor and all of these other like application layer AI products are going to die. They will die because, right, that would be the way to think about it, right? If I watch your data modeling videos, do you honestly think that is enough to be prepared for an interview? Yes. Like, I mean, especially like if you watch like the ones on the Iceberg data modeling videos and then the ones in Postgres. So you watch like the slowly changing dimension, the complex data types, and then the ones on Iceberg and how to actually do things with Iceberg. Then that would be the other way to definitely you would get really really far with that, right? So like let me explain like what I mean by that, so like you guys can kind of like understand. So like in this program, you could also go into the you want the New Year boot camp. So in here, there's going to be like you have like so there's going to be where is it? There's got to be one here. So this dimensional data modeling, this like 4 hours here is really good in the community boot camp. That stuff's really good, and you can take that for free and learn that stuff. But then there's going to be this one here, data lakes with Delta Table. This is amazing, where you work completely in Databricks and work there. That one's also really really good. And then we also have the analytics engineering one, right? Where is, oh yeah, so Snowflake. We do a lot of Snowflake data modeling here. If you want to do Snowflake specifically, then you can work with Snowflake data modeling here. And then this analytical patterns and advanced SQL. This is the other one that's like really powerful from this New Year bootcamp. So like I'd recommend probably starting there if you want to really focus on like data modeling. That would be the other big place to go. Along with like if you want to like really win, then the other place that you want to go is you want to go into this, right? So there's how to pass data modeling round in big tech. And so you can just go to blog.dataexpert.io. And this is where you can find a lot more information on how to pass interviews. This is a really long and lengthy article about data modeling. So but my newsletter has everything. So like if it's architecture, right? So some people are going to be like how to pass the data architecture interview. So this is going to be another big place where you want to maybe focus on things. So yeah, there's a lot of resources out there to like learn and grow, right, and build, right? That would be the way to be thinking about it. But like remember, like you can get 40% off by using code Halloween at checkout. Be the big way to kind of like learn and grow in this space. But yeah, like I'm writing a bunch of news articles. Like there's so many here. And if you are interested in like contributing to the Data Expert newsletter and you are more of like a senior engineer, then I am looking for more people because I want to get to a point where I am writing them, like I'm writing 2 or 3 a week. So I want to like really have like I want to get my creative juices flowing. And so that's just another place that you guys could potentially help me out. Like if you guys want to like build out your brand and build stuff, right? Okay, wow. Okay, I'm thinking I need to know every single thing before applying to actual jobs. Then I'm thinking I have to be an expert in Scale and stuff. I mean, you don't have to. Scala is not important. I mean, Scala has kind of like fell out of importance over the last like couple of years. I did Scala at Netflix and Airbnb. Like my 5 years at those companies, I did all Scala, right? From 2018 to 2023, I did just Scala all the time. And yeah, and I made tons of money there, right? So like that's another thing to be thinking about as like you're kind of like going through this process is like focusing on what skills matter and what skills don't matter is very very good, right? Because like if you try to learn everything, if you literally try to learn everything, you're gonna have a bad time. Like you're gonna have a really bad time, right? Because it's like you want to just focus on the most fundamental things, right? Python, SQL, right? Python and SQL, working with data, calling AI, prompt engineering. That's a new fundamental. Prompt engineering is new fundamental that is like kind of like something that everyone has to learn. RAG, retrieval augmented generation, context engineering. Those things are all going to be like fundamental and absolutely critical parts of the AI engineering stack as we kind of like get further along in this journey. So definitely try that out. When you use Spark, did you use data frames or Spark SQL more? Like, I mean, it depends, right? When I worked at Facebook, Facebook's all about Spark SQL. Netflix and Airbnb were like, well, I used all three. So Facebook was all about Spark SQL, Netflix was all about data frames, and Airbnb was all about data sets, right? There's actually 3 APIs. There's the data set API as well, right? So that'd be a way to do it. Have you made an AI agent that creates an MD file from a book scanner? Do you recommend that? That's a freaking cool idea. Like where you can like kind of like learn, you can like do summaries and all that stuff. Like, yeah, like that's a very, very specific ask. I haven't specifically done that, right? Is there an advanced data engineering bootcamp option, or would that be the AI bootcamp? So like, I mean, my boot camps are freaking targeted at people who have a couple years of experience. So like the Databricks and Snowflake boot camps, like we start off just immediately out the gate, like building interesting things and like talking about production failure modes. We don't be like, here's Python, here's how to set up an Airflow DAG. Like we don't handhold and spoon fed people, like, because I treat you guys like working professionals who know how to fucking write a DAG, right? And like I'm not trying to like insult you guys by like being like, what is a data pipeline? You know what I mean? Like that's my bootcamp is targeted for, you know, like people who have a couple years of experience. That's the whole point. And like it allows me to feel a little bit less guilty too, right? Because it's like if you have a couple years of experience, yeah, you probably have some more money, right? And I'm not like trying to like, you know, promise jobs to people who don't have jobs. So like remember guys, like I'm really trying to grow on Twitch as well. So if you guys can like give me a follow on Twitch, that'd be amazing. So twitch.tv/exactly. That's the way to do it. I'm making an AI application that replaces Adobe. Can I get some love? Like, cool. I mean, I really appreciate it. Analysis paralysis, software dev trying to transition into DE or ML or AI, but confused which to choose. All seem great. Well, if you are a software dev, right, you probably should go into AI. Like it depends. I don't know what software dev is. Software dev is very broad. Like if you're a software dev who does full stack development, so if you're a full stack engineer, right, who does like JavaScript and full stack and like APIs, like and you work in that space, then AI engineering is the obvious choice because AI engineering is going to be where you have the most leverage on your skills, and it's the one that's going to be the most similar to what you're already doing. So like you don't have to like learn that much to get more value. So I would definitely start there, right? But like if you're a software dev who's like, you know, software dev is so fucking like broad, right? So like I have no idea how to help you because like you didn't software dev is like an awful title because it's like it's almost like being like I know how to code and I'm trying to go into DE, ML or AI and it's like okay, pick one. It doesn't fucking matter. Could you please tell what's typically expected in the analytical mindset interview round for a data engineer? What kind of questions or skills it focuses on? Well, it's going to be focusing on like the user experience. It's going to be focusing on like metrics. Like you should be knowing about like leading and lagging metrics, like how how can you predict stuff, right? And like how are you going to do things and like where are things going to go, right? And like so part of it is like understanding the user experience and understanding the business impact for metrics and like why they should exist. And so having a lot of clarity on like what metrics you should have and why this metric is better than this metric and all those kind of things, those things are going to be very, very useful as you kind of like go through your career and go through like your journey, because that's like, I mean, I don't know, like I love that round. I've never failed that round. I feel like that round is like one of my favorite rounds in the whole world is that round. So like I would, you know, I'd keep doing it. What are you going to do when you're done with teaching? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I'm going to fucking vibe, right? Like I would say if I'm gonna vibe, I would vibe and like go and travel the world and build things. Like, I mean, like for me, it comes back to like, am I an educator or am I a builder, right? And like one of the things I don't know if you guys know, I spent 9 years of my life building as a data engineer, right? And I was really, really, really fucking good at it, right? Really good at being a data engineer. Like I was one of the best data engineers in the whole world. And now I just spend all my time making content and I am less good at making content, right? And so like obviously I operate with more leverage. I operate with more leverage in the content space than I do in the data engineering space because more people are scared to make content. So because all of you guys on the stream who fear the judgment of other people, I don't fear the judgment of other people. That's why I'm on here in solid gold. And I said I'm going to be a gold digger for freaking Halloween, because I don't fear the judgment of other people. And because you guys do fear the judgment of other people, that makes me rich, right? Because the thing is like you can be a data engineer and fear the judgment of other people. So data engineering is more competitive than content creation, because in content creation, like you can just show up, right? And as long as you show up every day and you are not boring, then like you're gonna crush it. You're gonna do really well. And so like that's an important thing to remember as like you're doing your life, right? But like I also just feel like I'm not as good at content now as I was at data, right? Not as good. I'm a better data engineer actually. Like I had a really solid trajectory when I was at Airbnb, and like like I could be like a director or a VP in big tech right now if I wanted to do that, but instead I'm here talking shit on the internet, and like I like it, and I get paid the same. I get paid the same if I was a director or VP in freaking big tech versus like me just talking shit on the internet right now. And it's the same, right? It's literally the same compensation, but the difference is like I can be literally my fucking self, right? I can just be myself, and that's beautiful. Because like if you're a director in big tech, you can't really be yourself, because like you're in this like responsible freaking position where you have like reports and people and all that stuff, right? And so like I would say that like what I'm gonna do when I'm done with teaching, right, is like I'm gonna first off relax. I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna like have a better relationship with rest, right? And understand like, okay, maybe this is what I want to do. Maybe this is what I don't want to do. Like maybe I come back, maybe I don't come back. Like teaching might come back in my life, right? So I would say that is a thing to remember, like, is that like it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your mind about things, and it's okay to like reinvent yourself, and it's okay to build in a new direction, right? Even if like the world is telling you like, yo, you're so successful, bro, like why don't you just keep doing what you're doing, right? But like I don't know, bro, like I want to just live my life how I want to live my life. But like just letting everyone know who's joining, like you can like until the end of the stream here, you can use code Halloween at checkout. You can get 40% off data expert boot camps or data expert freaking subscription products. It's a very good place to be right now. What made you one of the best data engineers in the world was saving them money at the end of the day, I feel. Well, yeah, like I mean, well, if you are a data engineer, right, your job is to either save the company money or make them money, right? You either have to save the company money or make them money. So at Facebook, I made the company money. At Netflix, I saved the company money. And at Airbnb, I made the company money. So what do I mean by that? So at Facebook, I worked in notifications, right? So we understood how to grow the user base better by like having better metrics on how to send more relevant notifications. And I know with the data sets I provided that Facebook gained an additional 15 million monthly active users. So I got 15 million more people from the data sets that I provided. So like, and that's a very valuable set, right? Then at Netflix, I was working more on cost, right? On like how to reduce cost, mostly in the security space. So like because they wanted to know like, okay, if this application got hacked, because Netflix is like kind of notorious, right? Where they have the microservices. So Netflix is not one app. Even though it's an app on your phone, it's not one app. It's actually like the microservices of Netflix is actually it's 9,000 applications. So which is nice because now you can iterate and change each one over time. But the thing about it is that like that is also super painful because like now any one of those 9,000 apps could be hacked. From a security perspective, it's an absolute disaster versus one app where you can secure one app a lot easier than you can secure 9,000. So like for me, my job was to make it easier to understand like, okay, if this one application got hacked, what is the impact of that? And so I supplied data to the security teams to help them understand how quick and they can troubleshoot security incidents and they can troubleshoot security problems, as well as prioritize things like vulnerabilities and risk factors around an application's security posture. And now I supply data for that as well. And so both of those things together kind of like allowed me to save Netflix millions and millions of dollars because the security teams, they were able to like understand the problem like instantly, right? Because they had all the context, right? All the context, like when an application got hacked, they knew exactly what happened and they knew exactly where to look to understand how they need to process things, right? So that's the next one. And then Airbnb, right? Like I worked in price. So like every single price that you see on the Airbnb app, I managed that data set for pricing data set, which is a very, very important data set for all of Airbnb. And so ultimately there I worked on making the pricing algorithm smarter. So the algorithm actually had an inaccurate view of supply and demand. So it actually thought that there was like 4 or 5% more supply than there actually was, because regulations and other things actually made Airbnbs more unavailable than the algorithm actually thought they were. And so when we supplied new data sets, right, that actually allowed Airbnb to raise prices, and people still booked because because if demand is the same and supply goes down, price goes up, right? And all that does for Airbnb is it makes them more money. And so like that change for Airbnb made them an extra $15 million a year, just from incremental gains, right? And so, and that was and I discovered that flaw in the data set and discovered that flaw in the accounting mechanism of how they were measuring availability. And so and then I led that effort to change the algorithm. And so that is another like way that you can be a rock star data engineer, is you need to be in those positions where you can actually change the business. Because keeping in mind, okay, it's like Airbnb pays me $600,000 a year, and then I give them back 15 mil. That's a good investment. It's a very, very good investment, right? So like, I always thought like, I'm like, dude, I know some people think I'm overpaid here at Airbnb, but I think I'm underpaid. Like, I think I'm like making them too much money. I'm like, they're kind of getting away with murder. And so that's the thing to be thinking about, right? So just letting everyone know, like, we're doing like a very amazing sell right now. If you want to go to dataexpert.io/Halloween, you can actually get 40% off the subscription product for about the next hour or so. It's a really good deal here, where you can freaking get in and learn about data engineering, learn about AI engineering, learn about everything that you need to know to like kind of get into these positions. So it should be pretty good. Relevant notifications, customer engagement, save cost on security insights, Airbnb smart unit pricing, improve revenue. Nailed it. So that's what I did in my career, right? And so over the course of that time, like by doing those 3 projects, I went from making 150K. So when I started at Facebook, I was making 150K. And then 4 years later at Airbnb, I was making 600K. So by landing those projects specifically, I was able to make 4 times as much money in 4 years. So like, yeah, you can really dramatically change your life very quickly if you can like be connected to the business and be connected to what you're looking at, right? So like that's just a thing to be thinking about, especially now AI is changing things even faster, right? Where you can operate with even more leverage nowadays than you could even when I was there, right? Like, because my whole space has been kind of like diluted in some ways, in that like I feel like a lot of people think that like AI is the only thing that matters now and that data doesn't matter, and I don't think that's true, right? I find it interesting you like Doge, but you went out to protest ICE, both under the Trump admin. Care to comment? Yeah, I mean, like how is that fucking inconsistent? Like think about it this way, Ethan. Like, so like if you are a fan of small government, right? If you're a fan of small government, like if you look at the cost of deportating, if you look at the cost of deportation of immigrants, it's very, 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 very expensive. ICE is very expensive, right? And it's not an angle that we talk about that much, because it's very emotional around like, oh, these people have lived here for so long and da. And so like and they think about it that way, but like you can have a nuanced view, right? Like that is something to be thinking about, right? We have a nuanced view of the world, right? And that like, yeah, you can supporting Doge, right, is supporting small government. Protesting ICE is supporting small government. It's supporting, hey, maybe we should spend less money on ICE, right? Both of those things together, right? Less money, right? So like, I know those seem inconsistent, because you should be like, I support Doge and I support Donald Trump and I support him end to end, no questions asked, because I am I'm a sycophant and I don't believe in freaking, I can't think for myself, right? Because that's how politics makes you believe. Politics genuinely makes you believe that is the case. And it's not that way, right? So yeah. Brian has a good one here. Comp is definitely weird. My team of 6 at Coinbase generated 120 mil of revenue in 1 year with a team of 6. That's great. I love that, right? Yeah, so we are paying more for Airbnb because of you. But another way to think about it, Ezekiel, is not that you're paying more because of me. It's that hosts are making more, and then it encourages more Airbnbs to get on the platform because hosts can be more profitable. So that'd be the way to do it. Did you get positions through networking and/or referrals? Would like to know how important that is in DE, and would you think we could do, and what you think we could do to help? So like my role at Netflix, I got through referral. I got I think that my role at Netflix I got through referral. My role at Airbnb, I just got sourced. My role at Meta, I got sourced. Just having a good LinkedIn profile is so fucking good. It's like I wish people understood more about like if you just have a really highly optimized LinkedIn profile, uh that is so important. It's so important, right? That would be the way to be thinking about things as like you're kind of going through your life and going through like everything is like how do you brand yourself? Like because there's two types of branding, right? You have internal branding and external branding. So internal branding is where like when you're at a company, you people love working with you. They love it. They love working with you, right? It's like that's showing up, being curious, working hard, making your manager look good, getting promoted, being fucking humble, right? All of those things matter a lot for your internal brand, right? And then your external brand is how do you market yourself externally, like when you need a job or when you want to get promoted or whatever, right? So that would be the kind of the two perspectives I would be thinking about as you're like stepping through this. Like, yeah, it's gonna be great. I would say that like yeah, you need both, right? That is like you can actually have all of that, right? So I would say that you would like I think that people think that networking and referrals are like the only thing you need to know. It's kind of that like lie that people tell you. It's a lie that's not a lie. The whole thing of like it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? And that's how you're successful. And I mean there is some truth to that, but it's like also like who you know, it's not about who you know, it's how they view you, right? It's like if the people you know are powerful and they have a positive opinion of you, then that is very good. That is a very, very good position to be in, right? So I'm trying to grow on Twitch. If you guys can like follow me on Twitch, I would really appreciate it. Twitch.tv/exactly. That's I'm gonna be streaming. I'm trying to do 2-3 times a week so we can actually have like a pretty consistent stream schedule. Should be pretty great. Happy Halloween. I'm just curious, everyone, like, what are you guys dressing up for as Halloween this year? This is my fit. This is my fit. I need a shovel. My friend is bringing me a shovel soon, and I'm going to be a gold digger. It's going to be great because I'm solid gold. I'm not going to wear this like SF fitness shirt. This is not good. Like I need to freaking change the t-shirt underneath, but we'll see what happens, right? Networking is a very slow burn. Yeah, you have to like realize that it's going to take decades to really build up your network, right? I mean, think about it this way. Like I've been building my LinkedIn for 11 years, right? I've been really like focused, consistently showing up and making, deposits in my LinkedIn for 11 years, right? That's a long time, right? So like just remember that like yeah, these things are going to take way longer than you think, right? And like the longer that you can accept that, like or the sooner that you can accept that, that's the better, right? So like I just want to give you guys some perspective as well, like just around like how to like maybe use LinkedIn better. So like first off, like make sure that this is very clear. Like your job title needs to be very, very clear. If your job title, like your headline is not clear, you're going to get filtered out. Make sure to use this space very well, this like headline space, this cover image space, because most people just waste it. Most people throw this image away. But you realize it's the very first thing people see on your profile, and then people just throw it away. Make sure your profile picture has good fucking lighting. Make sure you actually like you don't have some garbage ass fucking profile picture, like, and then people can see your eyes, and it's mostly just your face. It's like head and shoulders. That's it, nothing else, right? Then you want to freaking have a lot of other things to be thinking about here, right? So in your freaking experience section, right? Let's go to like Airbnb, right? Don't put your compensation like I do. I put compensation here because I just don't give a fuck anymore. But you'll notice here, this is where I have my my impact information about like what I did at Airbnb, right? And so this is another really solid place that you can like put in your freaking numbers, right? This is that asset inventory, a graph database solution that is a map of all of Netflix's cloud infrastructure. That was the security team fucking project I worked on. And yeah, and then this is where I was working in notifications, right? And like make sure to put numbers. You see like 10 petabytes, 200 petabytes, 4x reduced core notification data set latencies from 36 hours to less than 8 hours, migrated 50% of notifications pipelines from using Hive to Spark, right? So like just be thinking about like how to like do things, right, as you're like marketing yourself, right? Because like you got to do that, right? You got to do it. You got to do it. So like we just remember as like you're like going through your journey, right, that's going to be the another thing to be thinking about, right? So I want to show you guys another very great way that you guys can get in to like so I know some of y'all, like, you guys don't like the $300 a month. Some of y'all, $40 a month or $480 a year is better. And so in here you can get access to all the content. The only difference between this and the all access subscription is cloud. You see how like you just get community here. You don't get the cloud access. So you have to bring your own cloud if you want to like work through. You still get the Databricks material and you still get the Snowflake material, but you have to like use Databricks free edition and Snowflake free trial in order to like get through those. But this can be another really great path that you can actually like learn from me, and like especially with the Halloween discount here, like you can really like reduce the costs quite dramatically. You'll see here it's like only freaking like $480 a year, and then you can freaking like learn all of the content that you would ever need to learn. It's pretty powerful stuff. Pretty freaking powerful stuff. Do you have a video on optimizing LinkedIn? Yeah, that's part of the freaking all access subscription, bro. Like you see, like if you go to all access subscription, you'll notice in here LinkedIn mastery course. Here is freaking 6 hours of content on, and then you can see like build content, build community, not content, your story matters, and how to tell it, how to write non-boring content. This is a great way to go if you're trying to learn as a creator, and you can get that's just another part of like if you want to learn how to grow, right? You can freaking do it right here, and like this is the moment, right? It's Halloween, it's spooky time, guys. Like freaking just realize that like these deals don't come around very often. So like just trying my best to like whack you guys up the side of the head so you can kind of understand like what's going on, right? So like yeah, there's a lot of things that are powerful here to be thinking about. But like yeah, LinkedIn optimization, I'm like those 6 hours, I also do those in one-on-one calls, right? I do that content in a one-on-one call, but I charge $2,500 for it, where I will personally walk through all of it for you and like tell you exactly what you need to do specifically for your use case. It's mostly, I target that mostly at creators and people who are trying to build their own businesses. That's going to be the main course of people, right? This is the moment, right? Yeah, it's fucking Halloween, guys. Time to fucking invest in your future, invest in like where things are going, right? And invest like in AI, invest in like branding, right? Because at the end of the day, that's going to be the way to do it. Who hires someone without real world experience? Seems like companies are very picky these days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy. Didn't know there was so much content. Yeah, dude. What was the content pass link? Here, let me show you the content pass link again, because it's like that's like a really solid like, especially like because I know like some of y'all. Okay, so let's go back to, if you just go to Data Expert, right? So if you start a Data Expert and you scroll down, right, you'll see the Data Expert content pass right here, right? Data Expert content pass right here. I also highly recommend checking out the 10-week boot camp if you want to like really level up and commit to stuff. That's a good one. Or the AI boot camp in March. All of this stuff's really good. So you can go if you just go to dataexpert.io, you can go to the content pass right here, and then this is where like you can just click into here, and then you can apply the code here. You can just say like Halloween here, right? And then that will give you the discount that you're looking for. That's the way to be probably doing things. Like if you're trying to like be a part of this, I highly recommend it. The content pass is definitely like a really solid way to go about building. Like it's like a very like it's a low risk way to see if you like my content, and like you can actually like grow from there. So you're not like spending as much money, right? That's definitely one way to go. Will AI bubble burst soon? No, I think it's got at least another year. I think it will burst sometime next year, based on like, a lot of things, but like I think it will take some time to show recruiters if you don't have any experience, right? So what are you saying? Like, yeah, you definitely need to build a project. Like, if you don't have experience, like, you have to build a project. Like, if you're not building a project, like, you're freaking high, right? That's like a big part of it, right? So, you know what, guys? Like, I got time for like one or two more questions. And what are you talking about, fam? We're talking about AI, spooky stuff, right? And I love how like we're getting people from Twitch showing up, right? Right. In your experience, how close are the leak code problems in real life in DE? Like they have no correlation. They don't correlate at all. I love you, Musab. You're here. I feel like you're here on every live, and I really appreciate it that like you're actually here. Why you ignore free bootcamp? I was expecting more from this course. Well, because it comes back to like I freaking need my time, right? And like I realize that like I have no desire to freaking make the content. It's like I need help to make that content. I have like teaching basic stuff is something that is very difficult for me to like actually grind through. And so what I need sponsors to be a part of that, right? And I'm trying to negotiate YouTube sponsors to help motivate me to get through the free bootcamp materials, right? And that's the beginner bootcamp. Like take the community bootcamp. It still has freaking 40 hours of free material there. I'm trying my best to freaking do that stuff, right? So that'd be great. Found you off the Rock Band 4 page. I'm so glad. I streamed Rock Band 4 one time. That's so great. But like I want to be doing more of the free boot camp, and I will get around to it. It's just freaking like I like it was underwhelming, you know, like not enough people signed up. A lot of people were really hating about it. Like, because the other thing is like when you teach beginners, the thing is like they're a lot more likely to be angry and a lot more likely to like hate you. And I got a lot of hatred for that free boot camp, the free beginner boot camp. That's why I like teaching intermediate, because with intermediate you can just be like filter out the beginners, filter out the people who are angry and frustrated. And because the thing is like if I'm giving away free content and then like I get all these 1-star reviews and I get people booing me, I'm like, okay, fucking buy then, right? I don't need to do this, right? It's like freaking yeah, yeah. Master real-time data pipelines with Kafka and Flink 3-hour course. Yeah, dude, it's good, right? Bro, what's your costume? Well, my costume is obviously I need a shovel, but I will ultimately be a gold digger here, right? So just letting everyone know, like I will keep this coupon code up for probably another couple hours, right? We have dataexpert.io/Halloween. That's the way it was good. I thought it was great and a good way to dip some toes. Yeah, exactly. But it's like freaking like it's one of those things where like I know that like if I market it as a beginner product, there's always going to be people who like are too beginner, because like I'm not gonna like the thing is like I'm not gonna like build a course that is like random person on the street who knows like it's like because it's like you think about it this way. When you think about the word beginner is a very strange word, because you can be like, well, like you could think about it as like, okay, what if you picked a village person in Africa who has never used a laptop, right? So it's like, okay, then in that person, I'm going to have to teach that person how to type. I'm going to have to teach that person what an operating system is. I'm going to teach that person, like, you know what I mean? There's like a gradient, right? That's the whole thing, right? And so like and like I'm not going to like teach someone how to fucking type, right? I'm not going to teach someone like there's a certain level that you have to meet people at, right? And that like, and I learned that my level is like you have to know some code, right? You have to know some shit, right? And like, and I guess I've lost my desire to do that. I know I will, right? It is a broad base, yeah. And when you were teaching a broad base, Ben, the bar of nastiness is in hell, right? The thing is like if you have someone who already has 3 or 4 years of technical skill, the thing is like that person's not suffering. That person is making good money, and that person will be kind to you because they're not suffering, right? And so like for me, it's like, okay, who do you teach, right? Because like that was one of the things I noticed back in September and October was like freaking the amount of hatred that I got from like doing the free boot camp and like delivering that content was like very high, and it was like too high. So I was like, okay, it's free. I don't need to do this. Like it was like, and like I learned, my audience taught me to give up. Right. My audience was like, okay, stop doing this. Because the thing that sucks, right? The thing that sucks about being a creator, this is the number one thing that sucks about being a creator, is the people who are satisfied, the people who love you are quiet. The people who love what you're doing are quiet. The people who hate you are very, 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 very loud. Right. And so like a lot of times you don't even know, right? You don't even know like if you're helping anyone at all, or like if you're a fraud, or like if like what you're if you're even having a positive impact on the world at all, right? And like that is something that like that asymmetry about being a creator is something that like I'm like, okay, bro, like how long do I need to be fucking doing this, right? It's like great. There's people out there who I'm serving, and it's great, and I'm happy that they're there. But like I wish that there was more like balanced feedback, right? Balanced feedback that I get, right? But it's only negative for the most part. And guess what? That's why people give the fuck up, right? Is because like you don't get that, right? They want a beginner course to land them a 400K data engineer job. And if you don't land them a 400K data engineer job, you get a 1-star review. They want a 400K data engineer job for a beginner for free and can be done in 2 weeks. And they're going to be, and if you don't deliver, you are a fucking terrible instructor. Correct. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds brutal. No positive feedback is tough. Yeah. And it's like, especially when I'm doing something for free, bro. Right. And that's like why I fucking was like, all right, people, like you taught me enough. Right. And like, and I guess like I just didn't see enough traction. Right. What's your investment portfolio at the high level? What are the industry you are invested in? I mean, tech, right? I mean, I don't know, tech, AI, like, I have a balanced portfolio, S&P 500. I have a big position in Netflix still because I've just been holding my Netflix position for years, right? Happy Halloween, Zach and data expert community. I love it. Thank you, Siren. Zach is a good person. Trust him. Thank you, Igor. I really appreciate it, right? Yeah, everyone, like, I'm going to be heading out here in just a second. I got to go to a Halloween party, but like, definitely take advantage of this 40% off. Like, I don't drop 40% off that much. It's freaking literally just for holidays and good events when I'm like trying to spread goodwill to the community and be able to like give you what you're looking for. And this can like get you into whatever you want, like whether it's the subscription product or the boot camps or anything, right? That's going to be a really, really solid way to get in and be able to like build and grow your brand or build and grow whatever you're looking to do, right? And like I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And so, anyways, I'll take like one more. I'll take one more question here. Black Friday deal. This is better than Black Friday, bro. Like I'm not doing better than like how this is one day, right? This is Halloween 1 day sale, right? And like you like remember this code is better than Black Friday, better than Black Friday, and because the thing is like it's going away in 1 hour. Better than Black Friday, goes away in 1 hour, right? So like, and that's what I'm trying. Like, and everyone is just waiting. Everyone thinks that Black Friday is going to be better, but then the thing is like, my Black Friday sale goes longer, right? This is this coupon only exists for a little bit, right? Yeah, Orange Day sale, exactly, right? That's the way to do it. Have a good one, Ben. I really appreciate you. Have freaking really, I really appreciate your time. I will get back to the beginner bootcamp at some point. I know people understand what's going on, and like I freaking provided enough value till midnight. Come on, nah G, like you got to make a decision. Like yeah, nah, we're not doing that. Like I'll give you guys like 1 more hour, you guys, because it's like if you need more than freaking 5 hours, if you need 5 hours to make a $40 decision, like bro, like you don't value it enough. I guess that's my perspective. Talk about data sovereignty. Still worth it in the age of AI? Yeah, data sovereignty is always going to be important, right? But like it's less important because now models can learn your data, and then you can kind of do like federated learning where like you can just ship the model that learned your data around. And so like the data sovereignty is like less of a thing, right? Because like people can just scrape your data and they can learn it, and then like that's it, right? So that'll be good. All right. Sai, I'll meet you in the middle. All right. I'll meet you in the middle. Midnight EST. All right. I'll meet you in the middle. Midnight EST. I'm fine with that. That's fine. That's like, I was thinking 9 o'clock anyway. I was thinking 9 o'clock Pacific. So like, I'll meet you in the middle there. You guys got until 9 o'clock Pacific to like actually take advantage of this code. Remember, it's only for like the first like 10 people anyways. So, and I think like 5 or 6 of you have already bought. So like, it's also like if it's either like 9 o'clock or whoever freaking, once it's out, it's out, and I don't give a shit. So anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. And like I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Last but not least here, please follow me on Twitch if you are a Twitch person, because I find that Twitch is a very powerful platform that I'm really trying to grow on. And I think that like if I can stream here and on Twitch and on Twitter and on LinkedIn, then that's when I will really have a dramatic growth, right? And so that is going to be my whole perspective. I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween, and yeah, be safe out there, y'all.